And we didn't really ever have time to rehearse. Have you had an experience? I mean, I know with PTA, you guys probably did you guys get to rehearse?
Got a ton of rehearsal.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that something you prefer? Does it matter? Do you like it? Would you rather just see what happens spontaneously?
Well, his rehearsals are a lot of talking. So the great thing is it's not, I don't like a ton of rehearsal with comedy because I feel like you're going to rehearse and then it's going to be so worn. Mm-hmm. We could talk about it and talk about character. So Paul does a lot of talking about character and what he's going to do. And so it's, he has the luxury to do that. Not everybody has the luxury to do that. They don't have the time.
And this was something that you were talking about this a year and change ago.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, well, you worked with Paul in his very first studio film, Boogie Nights.
Yeah. It was a great experience.
Yeah. Was he like that then? Because I don't know the change from, you know what I mean?
Right.
Was
It's
he
his 10th movie with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was always very confident.
He's very confident.
Very confident.
Very confident.
Knows exactly what he wants.
Yes. Very clear.
Very clear, which I appreciate.
Loved it.
Yeah. You
Loved it.
Tell me where I'm at and tell me my parameters. Right. How much can I play? Where is it at? And he was very clear and very,
he was 20?
He was a baby. Like I had just finished Devil and Carl Franklin, who directed Devil in Blue Dress, was saying, hey, you got to meet this kid. This kid's going to be one of the ones.
Right.
And I was like, well, I trust you implicitly. So he's like, go meet him. He wants to talk to you about this movie he's doing, Boogie Nights. I'm like, what's it about? It's like, it's about the porno industry. I was like, my parents are alive. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing no porno movie. He's like, go talk to him. So we go to, I don't know, Ed DeBevick's or one of these delis. And he's just so cocksure and so positive. And the script was like 160 pages long and very technical. And I'd never written a script that was that technical, where he had camera moves and angles and very detailed descriptions of the way, you would dolly through a scene. And it was kind of difficult to read. Because I was like, you've written this for your DP, or, you've written for a production coordinator. I'm just trying to get the story. So it was breaking up. So I wasn't really sure. And his attitude.
Well, you affected him for the future, because now there's nothing in there for camera. Like, it just says chaos TBD. He must have heard you. And I said, you don't write any you don't write any camera or action. He said, actors don't want to read that. So now I know why.
Well, it was very hard to read. And he, and I said, I said, why should I said, I'm trying to understand, like, why I need to do this movie. And he said, because if you don't, you're going to feel like an idiot. I was like, how old are you?
He's probably 26.
He was 26, but he was right. And he knew what he was saying. And my experience of him on set was, again, that same thing. Very, very secure, very assured, very steady what he wants, how he wants stuff. There's a scene where, speaking of Verdine White and hair, where Buck is sitting at the party with that white Earth, Wind, and Fire thing on and huge shoulders. And I'm just sitting there. And he goes, so in this shot, I want you sitting at the table. And I don't want you to do anything. So I just don't want you to do anything. Just do nothing. I said, oh, okay. So he walks off. We shoot it. He comes back over. He goes, you were kind of doing nothing. I just want nothing. Just nothing.
He almost strips acting down to nothing.
I was like, nothing. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out, like, what are you talking about? And he comes over and goes, all right, we got it. So he shot while I was sitting there trying to figure out what he was saying. So he that was a good one. So he's
That's
like,
what he does.
Yeah. So he knows.
I thought he might have been nervous or whatever, because I was like, this is big action, and I'm like, it was.
I've never seen him nervous. Not that he isn't, but I've never even with.
I was like, Paul, you excited? And he's like, His first day, he was like, I mean, he preps. It's like he comes alive.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, yeah. So he was. I mean, there were helicopters, and I was like, this is pretty big feat. I wonder, is he at all like, I'm doing a lot? But I never felt it. I never.
No, because he's so prepared.
I will say that.
He's so prepared and he's so
he sees
clear-minded.
that film.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like he visually has the film here before he shoots it. So it's not, but he still leaves room for discovery too.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the
absolutely. Which is, I think, a
he
testament
shoots a lot
to
too. And
his
so you don't
security.
know.
So he
Yes.
knows. So he's like,
Yes.
he's clear when it does that. He's like, nope, bring it over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was we had a very similar experience with him. And you're great in the movie in a way that
Thank
is
you.
quiet and centering and a great counterpoint, in my opinion, to the tumult and the noise and all the action and activity.
That was
It's
another
like
thing too. That it's hard in a film where you have to be quiet, where there's so many like
the grace note when it's all
when it's such bold performances, and it's like that's bold, and they're like, and then you're like, this is your response to boldness. And you're like, but that's what he wants. But that is what he wants, and then you understand why it does need that. You know?
Yeah, you are
Whatever
that
it needs
you
to
and
whatever
you
it
are the one that has to be like to be in the cut.
Yeah.
You're literally in the cut.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's so interesting. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Oh, get ready because it
I
could
know.
be anything.
No. So one of the films that helped me with that part was Colors.
Oh, Rocket. No, you're joking.
No, I'm
What
serious.
part? What? How?
Yours.
Rocket?
Yeah,
How? Why?
because you were your presence was really strong, but you were quiet, right? And I had to believe that you were the leader, believe that you were menacing without you
Doing much.
to be menacing. And I think like you're great at doing that. That's so like I could watch that and be like totally, and there are a lot of performances, a lot going. What if I was like Colored and I had the name wrong?
That was my porn that I did. You should see it as a double head. Forget it. Stop. Moving on.
Moving on.
What you're saying.
Okay, back. And I think you did that, and you have to kind of see like, whatever you're doing, I don't know. Do you all do? I look at things to be like, what are performances that are able to do that and do it
Oh,
well?
absolutely. I steal all the time.
Yeah. So
Talent borrows, genius robs, right?
yeah.
And speaking of like these great directors, Paul being one of them, I saw something that he did. Oh, the pool scene in Boogie Nights when he goes down. That's like from Goodbye Brazil or
Yeah.
Farewell Brazil or something. It's right out of that. And I kind of said, "Oh, you're quoting that." He's like, "I stole that, quoting it."
Yeah.
That's mine.
He's
now.
also very good at like being like saw it and loved it, about to make it my own.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Which
So,
we should not be shy about ever doing.
Ever doing. Yeah. So I've done that.
Good.
You've done.
Good. This clock says something, but I don't know what it means. Who can tell me what the clock
So
means?
Don can't tell time. I didn't want to say anything.